Hello, welcome to Wednesday, the 11th of February in the year of the 2025. Nope! It's 2026, isn't it? Come on, Freya Froofers, you are distracting. Why don't you come to this side of the camera? Why don't you Ay. The shit show at the circus is starting real strong today. Change that. Oh, where are you? Well, pile on in, boys and girls. You are at an experience at the circus. Yep, my circus. Yep, that's right. That's me, Phoenix Electra. Because I'm so vain. I hope that it can. What are you doing? Ray Friffers is trying to close the stream up. She's in the viewfinder. She's like right here. There's a cat. Why don't you come here, Freya Fruper, so they can see you? You are being excuse me. Stupid cough. I wish it would just be done. Dude, come on. I wasn't talking to you. It's not. Oh, God. Don't put your butt in my lipstick. Don't beat me with your tail. Alright, that is not the cat who was originally here, but sometimes it's not the cat you want, but it's the cat you get. Don't be. Are you going to be Catman too? Come on. Just. Wednesday. But we're at my happy's place. I get to turn the camera on, hang out with y'all, the most amazing workers and lurkers in the world. Chat, you're great too. when I can, I think. What? Alright. Let me get comfortable. Let me sit up straight, put a smile on my face. I is happy to be here. Happy to be stitching. Happy to be getting abused by the emotional abuse support cats and what was I saying? Phoenix. We're going to finish the quilting for the Mummer's other art quilt. Then I can get back to her necklace. And then yeah. All these big packages that need to get out while the getting is still good for things. Maybe you saw her. Did she jump by this? I don't need to give you the Freya Friffers play-by-play. She's either here or she's not, and usually she's about, but you just don't see her, so whatever. How's everybody doing? Oh, am I actually live? Do I need to press the buttons and check in on myself? Yes, we do. Cougars, why don't you at least... You're so mean. So mean you are, cat. Yeah. Oh, now I'm sitting right in front of her. Oh, we're so good at this. So good. Alright. Yeah, thumbs down because it's not a good day unless we give ourselves a thumbs down, because we can always strive to be a better host, better streamer, better sewer, better ringleader, more strong, more thoughtful. Whatever. Dude. Yeah, you think this is your show? I guess we're starting off with the cat acts. But in the center, I mean the only ring where you can see such floor cats do tricks as give me snacks. Pardon me again. There are seats up in the rafters for the weak-stomached. There are seats up front for the brave and the daring. Phoenix, don't use that clicking, high, funny, irritating voice. Use your voice. I did do a little more stitching on the art quilt. Let's see, where were we? I ran out of thread at the end of the show, pulled another spool that doesn't have too much left. We're going to have a panel of contrasting darker color because that's what I pulled. So we got like 2 different shades of lighter blue on the peripheries. Got the open toe C-foot loaded up white bobbin thread because really nobody sees that. We just buy that in quantity. Alright, let's see here, dude. Should we do it unfurling? Let's. Yeah. This is where if we did short content and we did better unfurling, that would. Oh, where's upside down? Where are we? Here I am, reaching like a hurricane. Yeah, so on the right and left hand sides, the quilting has been done, and then there's just this little strip in the middle that I am going the short way this way to get it done, just to mix it up, and because I can do it however I want, and this is how I decided I was going to do it. So, where was I? I am moving the mouse around. Yes, isn't that an optical Bluetooth mouse that somehow should work? Yes. Are you plugged in? Also, yes. You know, do you really feel like you're at a computer if there's not cord management happening? Well, maybe it's just me. I like to be hardwired in, boys and girls.
Kind of glitchy today.
I'm kind of glitchy today. It's Rumble's fault, unless everybody's on the internet. Turn off anything you can. But, allegedly, at some point, there's supposed to be node improvements, so we'll see how that works. But I see myself good in Rumble Studio. Let's see here. How do I look on this device? It looks okay. Maybe it's him. Well, I don't know. No, I see me good. He doesn't believe me. He's supposed to take the UBS cord. No, I think that word is Ethernet, and be hardwired in himself. Excuse me. What's my orientation here? That section's not done. Let's go. Why does Phoenix McFerry say stuff and then they get stuck in my head and then I feel like I'm stealing it? I don't even know what that is. Some video game thing. I can't. Yeah. So I'm just going from short section to short section. It helps if I just tuck this in a little.
This camera's not. This camera's glitchy.
This camera's glitchy. I see it fine on my things. So here, look up at there and see.
Well, maybe it's the room. I think that room's.
Aren't we just talking about this? Did you guys just hear me say? But also, I had a recommendation from my local tech person. Ubiquity. They were saying that like Dream 7. I don't understand what makes this $350 router thinger like. Do they have? I'm just a simple streamer. Yes, you don't need to know what I have or don't have, but oh right, because I got that email that our router's not going to be supported anymore, so we need a change. So let me know. Do you have any opinions of that one? If you do, don't. I kind of like the idea of like American made, just because work. Yeah, but I don't need something with like all the bells and whistles. I saw somebody was like, "Yeah, this works great for my 100 devices. I need to tap it," and I'm like, "Who has 100 devices connected into the internet?" Like, granted, I mean, I think I might be up to like 2 hands worth of devices, but that's still not 100 devices. That's really weird. That seems like 90 too many, and even thinking 10 devices was a lot, but I really glitchy. I see. I think it's him. Phoenix, you're stressing out. He tells me one thing, and then I get hyper fixated for the whole rest of the show and just ruminate on all the failures and forget Phoenix. That's when you keep yourself the thumbs down. To just when you can just enjoy the rest and reflect on what could you have done better. It does help. I'm glad that I remembered that I can adjust the tension of the presser foot, because the less pressure on the foot just makes for just a smoother stitching experience. He was here. Why didn't we get our own team? The claw for the show. So the show started. Yeah, again, I'm just continuing with this, like, no good rhyme or reason, just wherever those happy little stitches decide they want to be stitched. And now I can see I'm back to the previous done section. Do a little something and lift the presser foot, rotate, and drive back the other way. Then we're just going to continue in this fashion until we're done. And I do try to keep things, attempt at tidiness and rolledness, because if I don't, I am prone to stitching the wrong things, the wrong sides together. Me no likey. Me no likey. Yeah, no, I think solar storms, funny internet, whatever. Hey, Fred. Why is it? No, I've heard this, and it is true, and people are. I'm seeing it in other places. Just, it seems like death is extra contagious these days, and it just. Yeah, it just appears that way to me. What are you gonna do? When everybody's gonna punch the last day of the punch card. That's all doom and gloom. Oh, see that we. Next year was supposed to be more uplifting. Sometimes I'm just not. What's wrong with these stitches? Oh, that and there's. I think we're gonna do something. I think we're gonna use up another roll of spool of thread in a couple minutes here. Are we out of bobbin thread? Oh yes, I think we are. Alright, let's get reloaded. did I try to untake the... Oh, Phoenix, did you bring your... Okay. Alright, I'm gonna need to take 2 steps that way to grab the bobbin tin because I forgot to grab it. First, let's get a tool to help release the bobbin because set you right there. Alright, let me jump this way. Ow! Booper dooper. Nope. Oh! Let's grab this. And we're back. Alright. Bubbly water. Okay. There. Let's get ready to stitch again because that's what I says I does. What did I see that the Phoenix? What were you seeing? What were you thinking? No, just getting distracted. Alright, we are back. Loaded. Locked. And oh my gosh, so I was on that quest looking at the prostitute scissors, and then I was looking at the scissors I already have, and I was like, Phoenix, you want, but you might have a tool already that does the thing. That and I haven't gone back to look, but there does happen to be a pair up for auction. $175 for antique scissors. Yeah. So sometimes you just gotta evaluate the tools that you have because they sometimes are frequently more important than the tools that you lust for. What do you already got? The tool for the job. Alright, let's charge your companion kit. Send me a case of the Bimey's. I want it! But it's good. It's all good. Oh, what did I... Oh, I've heard a couple of interesting things. Actually, the first thing that I heard that was, well, not the first. The first thing I'm going to mention, but actually is also the most recent in time, is about the fire at GSI, a scientific laboratory in Germany that was studying the reactivity of heavy ions. Those little things that make up shit. Ions. Not these ones aren't heavy, but sodium, potassium, magnesium, iron, any others located on your friendly periodic table of elements. But yeah, I guess that happened on the 5th, and for whatever reason they had to use water, which water was scientific electrical instruments. I'm sure went over spectacularly well. Ugh. I was actually curious how close to that, where I don't know where that facility is, and if there was any spatial proximity between that facility and the power station that was blown up by terrorists in December. Was that in December? That was in Where was that? Was that in Berlin? All my facts are. We're not a news channel. I just thought that things would be interesting to me. Yeah, so. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, so once we're done with the quilting, this section, there is the attachment of the rickrack stems and then the leaves. Did I lose my leaves? And then I cut out ovoid leaf shapes, and I thought it would be fun to thought it would be fun to do a satin stitch around. Yeah. I'm just standing around and stitching. I've been in this rabbit hole of what to make for me next because I am quite the selfish seamstress. But I was contemplating a new pair of dungaree things. The only dungarees I got right now. But my jeans don't fit. So I'd like a pair that does. Also, do you see this? I've been toying around with the notion of if we're going to take the time to make dungarees, because I don't have that much blue jean fabric, I should do something that is convertible a little bit and has some built-in adjustments, just in case we happen to ever get that again. That closely make both fit. So I can definitely, and fortunately for me, for me mostly, you need to rotate again, Phoenix. Have measurements up to at least a certain. Are you done? Fairy Furfers is hungry. She, again, is in the kitchen licking the stove. Like, the oven door. No other cats have been like, I'm gonna let you know I'm hungry by licking the oven multiple times a day. Hello, welcome, Yarn Witch. I've got a raider. What is happening? Welcome, raiders. We are uncool and don't have a fancy raid dance. Well, I can dance a raid, but we don't push buttons. Oh my god! Welcome. It's a good thing I put blush on because you guys have me all tickled pink. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the circus. I'm Phoenix Electra, and we are horrorable. Oh, do the cats show up on live? There's cats. There's 4 cats. They're sewing on a Singer 27 vertical bullet bobbin shuttle because that's the way we sew around here. Oh my gosh, welcome. I hope folks are having a spectacular Wednesday. I was just talking about how vain I was and what I would like to make for myself next after I do some stuff for my mamas, because I do sometimes make stuff for other people. But you guys are the most awesome chatters. Thank you, Yarn Witch. I hope your yarning has been good. Oh, because you have your yarn shop, and I've been thinking of really wanting to get some sock yarn and try it with I've been making some different stitch markers, one of which is mostly designed for my crocheters because crocheting has slightly different yarn tread marker requirements to knitting at times. But yes, and I'm kind of running low on sock yarn. I'd like to knit some knee-high socks again. Thigh-high socks, they take forever, but we are just gathering. Oh, I got so excited. Oh, readers! That's right, you guys are awesome. The most talkative, chatted chat, but if you've been coming from crafting, then you just need somebody to babble in the background while you do shit, and that's cool. We're here for that. I can talk. Ow, and try not to bleed live on air yet again. Okay, so let's just rotate now. Loki, what would you? I could use some mesmering, please. Please, would you come and mesmer me, Cat? Do you think that we should show our thanks by opening up the concession stand early and having snacks? Well, why don't you come on? Let me know. I'm feeling hungry. I like some snacks now. Here, eat some snacks, because I need to fill my hollow tip. I'll eat snacks now. Give me snacks now. Now, I want snacks. Alright. I'm just double checking to make sure that I am not catching the foot on. Sometimes where the fabric might try to eat my crystal. I don't like that. I think some people were fancy, like, grippy gloves. I'm not. I could try our tactical gloves, but at least for this art size wall stuff, what is it, 36? It's big enough, but it's not bed sized. And I'm not equipped. We do one-off things like this, mostly when the mummer says, hints, sends you packages of projects, and I think we're going to have fun making it. We're going to send the finished object back, because you know who hates to sew? Yeah, that one. Does she do amazing other things? Absolutely. Sitting at a sewing machine? Nope. Say no thanks. Alright, now I'm going to rotate again. Okay, yeah, that way's fine. I feel like that's something I do with this foot lifted up to turn. Do you need to? Maybe not, but it just feels better for me this way. Oh, right. There's so much going on. So many things. So much to see. So much to do. I think it's Wednesday. But then that's just 2 more days, and then we get to be back for the Saturday stream. Can you tell what I look forward to in my week? But yeah, the days where I'm not streaming, I don't usually open up the machine. Sometimes I do, because I do get to give myself permission to make for me without all you guys. But for these dungarees that I'm conniving, creating in my brain hole, we'll start to do some sketches, trying to figure out what features do I want. Because I do like that. You know what we haven't? made, and I haven't worn in a gajillion ages, are those blue watery colored ones with the lace up fly threads. We should wear those on Saturday. I should wear those. You're not wearing my pants. Yeah, just to see, remember what I liked and disliked about them. So, yeah, because I'm thinking Western riding skirt-esque. I kind of keep being inspired by listening to Caitlin Kern's on the Tubes. She describes herself as a living living historian who she teaches other living historians how to interpret better. So that's just I like that perspective on things because it's very different from, it's not costuming, it's more grounded in actual history of the time to the best of one's ability. I think I also just have fond memories of going to museums, nature centers that had living history demonstrations, and I always just really love those things. The Pioneer Village is just fascinated me. And being in the West where I am, it's like, what would that be for me in this current locale? So I'm thinking riding pants, split skirt, something. I'm trying to decide whether to do the kind that has the button and unbuttonable skirt front panel, something or others, or yeah. Because then I'm also not fully committed to like having everything be historically accurate, because I don't have a place to do the living history thing. Though I guess if you make it, you make it. Oh, words, Phoenix. What were you thinking? Because then I'm also thinking of like hidden cargo pants with hidden pockets and like over the top, but still functional, not like Junkos with all the webbing for nonsensical reasons and links that are just like, you will injure yourself prior to this coming into usefulness. Not here for that. I'm trying to think in my head how wide the legs. I had that notion, like expandable lower legs pieces, but then be able to knit them in with zippers, like do a bell bottom shape, but then have zippers that you could close it. It would never be like a pencil, like that, like super skinny leg, because they're fabric bulk, but to just have like a drawstring or a channel on the inside to nip it in, ties, hooks and bars, something. Where was I going with that? Yeah, just convertible things, stuff that has got a way to attach and detach a sleeve. I like this notion of like, how many ways can you wear a garment? And there's the styling, but what if the garment is actually interchangeable? And Hey, Bob and Langdon, you don't need to touch like that. Yeah, just convert transformable clothing because not all transformation is horrible or questionable. Horrible's not the right word. I'm sorry, Canada. I don't think we have our Canadian contingency representing today, but that was unfortunate. Yesterday's misadventure. Oh, I can't. No, misadventures does not do justice to the victims. And I think for now, all I'm going to say was I'm surprised. Oh, here, fix the microphone. Make sure that we're good. I'm surprised what Canada pays for and what they offer you the maids for. Yeah. I'm chagrined. We'll go with that. I am excited. Look at how little is left on this spool of thread. Like naked at the bottom. Naked and ooh, so that'll be 2 bobbins. No, we've used up more than 2 bobbins on this part of the project alone. 2 spools of thread that we've found there. Sewn their last stitch. What is touching and making noises? Stop there. Hey Loki, why don't you come say I would really love it if you would do that thing that you do with your eyes like that. The way you look at me so sweetly, and then you give me this cute little. No. All right. What about you, Trouble? You gonna be my trouble? Are you gonna just shoot your dagger-like paws through my heart? Life with cats. What are you gonna do? Yeah, alright. Because then I also have in my head, the ladies' land army pants. And how they remind me of Jodhpurs, which are some pants that I was like, those. But I'm kind of intrigued. And for those, I've seen versions that are more. They look like they're designed to not have extra bulk at your ankle and right above the foot, so that you can get your pants better into a pair of closely fitted boots. And that aesthetic was kind of interesting because I was like, Phoenix, you got boots you've not been wearing. But if you make everything that's like super huge, then you can't fit your. You wouldn't wear. Yeah. So, actually, let me guess. What would the great Alibaba say? His answer would be, Phoenix, you're gonna make both pairs. So, alright, Allie. I know I don't know if you're. No. YouTube is sleeping today, and Rumble offers the most amazing workers and lurkers a little circus could ever ask for. Where was I going? Yeah, but I know if Allie was in the chat, he would say, Phoenix, I think you should just make both. And I would, to which point I would say, Allie, I think you're correct. So, problem solved. So I've been perusing around for. Oh, it's because I'm touching in the front. This is. You just sit at the machine long enough and you start to. It whispers to you like all machines. Like if your car, different things, your logging machines, your power tools. If you listen, sometimes they talk to you. But you know what's going on. But you gotta learn to listen. Yeah, so we've got the light blue section, the dark blue section that I'm finish or we'll stitch that until the spool is gone, and then we'll see where we are at. What's everybody? What are folks working on? Are we working? Are we driving and can't chat? Oh, don't be texting and driving. Maintain your situational awareness. Knowing what's going on in your environment way more important than being an awesome little circus team. But oops, me. Yeah, my only annoyance with this presser foot that I'm using is when the stitches get caught on the open part of the C shape, but that's me doing something wrong. Phoenix, you are not Italian. You should not try to offend people's earphones with words like that. Accents like that. The words are fine. It's just how I said things. Question it. Yeah, so I don't have a rhyme or reason for how or where the stitches are going. I'm just thinking swirlies, and I just broke. Oh, that was just me. Making forms that didn't really exist. Swirlies. No tracing, drawing, over fussiness. Unnecessary for this project. Unnecessary. Ouch. Get rotate. We'll be Phoenix. Doesn't matter. We'll be done stitching when we're done stitching. This is not a race, and it's just going to take as long as it takes. I'm just stretching. Oh, hey, what? You're late to the party. That was a while ago, but thanks for showing up, dear. I know we got raided. That was a while ago. You've been cheating on me with Mark Robert. But I bet in 15 minutes you're gonna cheat on me with Tiny. That's fine. Partners of streamers. I don't want to listen to your show. I have to live with you. listen to you talk when I don't have to. What? You got to be kidding me, lady. I really try to listen when you are talking to me in real life. It's cool, dear. It's cool. Oh, the two things with these fancy quilty embroidery toe feet. They like to unwind themselves and or the needle, so once in a while just double check that your presser foot knob is actually, excuse me, erectations, my friend, actually taut. And then while you're at it, double check the needle, because the bouncy of the bar on the needle likes to undo some things. Okay, after the rotation, we're more closer to the end than we were before, because we're down to, for all this. Oops. Alright. Where's my mouse? Which camera angles are showing? Oop. Yeah, so I've got 20 more inches by 18. Those were not my bestest measuring skills, but close enough for Jasmine quilting. Oh, put your presser foot down. I'm not doing my footless embroidery right now. Soon. I'm gonna need to do a quick little warm up before I just remember how to do that before I get back on Mama's necklace. That's right, I'm sure it'll come down. But last year, this time when we were going through the book, I did find it helpful to do a little bit of warm up satin stitches, because you gotta love-hate relationship with satin stitches. You use them all the time for so many things. So. Anyway, but I just want them to look pretty and uniform as well, and that takes some time. So there's the done part. Ooh, that was cold on my toes. Yeah, I'm not worried that I've used 3 different threads for this. I don't care. Gives it some dimension. Why does everything all have to be quilted in white? Boring. Oh yeah, I need to also go through the yarn so I can pull a skein or something to tie that quilt for that small cane that I might actually just get it done. I'll figure out how to pack it smaller so it vacuuming it isn't, putting it in one of those vacuum ship bags isn't going to change the weight of it, because the volume will be decreased, but the mass will stay the same. Why are we thinking about physics? Because physics is fun. Those were some questionable skills. Let's just tuck that over, hold that down. Get that one done. Oh, it's too heavy that way. I you kind of need to roll the project up so that you got a better hold over it. Because again, physics. We don't want an increased coefficient of drag on the presser feet as a result of the excess mass hanging in a direction that's pulling excessively on our little feet dogs. I'll just stitch in this direction. I feel like it. I want to. Actually, I want to have the dark blue end. I just want it mostly on this blue section, so that's what I'm what to do then. Oh, so Phoenix and your blabbering. I learned of a new song. Actually, it's a really old Phoenix. The 1970s were not a really long time ago. They were just a time ago. The Irish song, one of the Irish ballads from the time of the. Hey Loki, you think we should have snacks? Do you think we could encourage some circus peanuts to leave us some cat emotes to get? Oh, thank you. Get your butt out of the camera. Why don't you use your eye holes and mesmer them? All right, I guess Loki says it's really time that we should open up the concession stand. Cats would like snacks. Cats want snacks. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. I'm gonna open up this. We're gonna have snacks. No snacks? Tell them how much you want snacks. Okay, why don't you look them in the eye? Hey, please tell your friends, tell your enemies, smash that dislike button, but maybe repost and give us a follow. Everybody can ask to be liked. I prefer that you dislike me. Hey dude, you coming over too? And the next one. Alright, let me stand up. Let me get the snack sack. Oh, there's our leaves. Alright. Where did I put it, boys and cats? Loki, why don't you come to your mark? Because Freya Froofers is... Come on! Loki! Freya Froofers! Okay! Okay! Ow! I know, little man. I didn't even ask anybody to drop us some cat emotes. Oh, cats for snacks! Good job, boys. You gotta do your tricks, because cats don't eat for free at the circus. Everybody's gotta pitch in. Ow! Okay. Oh, I really gave Freya Froofers like a meal's worth of snacks over there. Ow, Fluff, get out of my nails. I mean, get your nails out of my skin. Come on, Loki. You doing some rearranging? Did you need to redecorate? Okay. Oops. get your nails cut. Come on, pooper doopers. Come on, Loki. Loki. Ah, come on. All right. That's it, boys and cats. Oh my god. They need their nails cut. I am like ripped to shreds. Loki, Loki, Loki. The cat who hates to get his nails done, which is terrible because he has extra nails. Here are the leafies. I think I had 6 flowers, so I cut 6. Mostly the same print, except for the ones that are different. Oh well. At least this time we didn't sew through our finger or our nail. Loki really needs to get his nails done. I have to like sneak up on him when he's sleeping. Because he spits, hisses, bites, and every trick that I've implemented, from how to cut the cat's nails off your horrible angry cats. Blanket trick. He sees, you try to come at him with a blanket like you're going to cover him. He's out of there so fast. You're like, cat? I don't think there's a cat that lives here. Okay. Where were we? Oh, that's right. We were getting ready to be at the end of this spool of thread. It's such a sense of satisfaction when the spool is empty. I get excited. Like, makes me giddy with excitement, which is, excuse me, just to make this not sick with this stupid lingering cough thing. I couldn't. We also need to go fishing, and we need bobbins. There's enough empty spools of threads. Also, do you remember those little push dollies that they used to make out of wooden? I think they used to be wooden spools, unless people just did wooden, like a square block, and then you pushed on the bottom, and it would collapse, and then you'd release your thumb and it would stand back up again. Just this like little tie push dolly thing. So wouldn't it be fun to make a couple of those with our empty spools? Just cause, ooh. I'm just gonna turn it at least for our stitches. Just got a little extra texture in this block. Yeah, that's a little better. Okay, let's rotate. I don't mind these one-off art quilts, but I would not enjoy it. Like, if this is my only way that I was sewing, I don't think I would keep sewing. I prefer, yeah, I don't dislike it. I just, a quilter a week, I don't think I will ever be. That's good. That's fine. In the same breath, then I'm also like, I would really like to make a quilted, what is it, a gambin? Oh, what's the word? Ooh, I'm out of thread. We finished another one. All right, let's pick out another blue-toned thread. Can we do this one that's like somewhere in the middle? Not as dark as the one I just did, but not as light as the other two colors. Sure. Why not? So I'm just getting rethreaded here. Alright. Through the first place, around the disc, up through the little metal looper, across towards the back, down through this notch in the faceplate. Slide in there, baby. Come on, get in there real good. There we go. And I'm going to lift up the needle around that last thread guide. Put down just enough. So and let's see here. How quickly can I get this needle threaded? And if your answer was not quick enough, you would probably be correct. Let's be exciting. Can we be a one thread wonder? Come on. So close. Oh, I had it and then I pulled it out. Don't pull out, Phoenix. Just push through. Yep, that's all I needed. I just needed to push through. Let's trim these threads because the other hazard of stitching this way, your thread ends. Please touch. Get wound so you're not touching where you're not supposed to. Oh, you don't want this. Yeah, I'm gonna stand right in front of the camera and grab my other thread holder because this spool is just tall enough that it needs something a little different than the other spool. So let's make it happen. You're gonna steal my chair again. No. Oh. Okay. Yeah, so I just have my tall spool holder because I just need a little bit more tension on this thread because I'm seeing just a little too much of the bobbin thread pulling through. So we're fixing it. Stitch and go. Let's get this pin out. You're not just gonna get in my way. Yeah, so I have an old blinky that's been well loved and in my collection for I don't know time since I just hatched. And then some of that white poly something that we got when that fabric store was going out of business. And we probably still not completely right. It doesn't feel right. I don't think you can actually see it though, so I'm just not going to stress about it. Oh, yeah, it's not. Where's my spool that is heavier? Oh, I am such a lady today. I'm just grumpy, uncomfortable. Princess and the Pea. Yup, that's me. Some days ladies are just indecisive and uncomfortable. It's just, you're not heavy enough. Hear me? Not words I say often. I'm like, Phoenix, you're kind of a little too chunky there. That's marginally more satisfactory. All right, let's rotate. Just get back to stitching. Yeah, the hazards of this foot, getting the thread stuck, because then it just pulls and significantly increases the likelihood that girls break it. We try not to do that. What happens? Pretty. I like it. Sometimes my brain just gets fixated on things that don't really matter. I've been lost in the realm of, actually no, it's Pinterest keeps feeding me sourdough recipes. I saw a couple and I was like, oh, sourdough covered onion rings. And I just texted Dove a link for sourdough Twinkies. And what was it? Oh, and then there's sourdough corn dogs. That sounds like circus all. Oh God, do I make an impeccable looking kitchen for like an hour? So we should. Do I want to do a cooking stream? Do I want to move all the cameras and the computers to the kitchen and figure out how to not everyone's stuff? Then you could eat the blob. Just what I fondly dubbed the sourdough. But the one we are tending now, I think, is one of our most our longest living, because it's been more than a year. Alright, let's rotate. Hard part with the bigger spool holder is figuring out that we don't jump it overboard when we're rotating this project. If we do, we'll deal with it. Oh no, we crawl on the floor and pick everything back up again. Oops, I did it again. How's Brittany doing? What's going on, Brittany? Oops, we don't like that. But we're continuing on reading Castillo K by Matt Bracken. Pretty good, but some of the way that he does his descriptive writing kind of makes you feel a little bit like you're reading Longfellow's, like the Deer Hunter, Leatherman. Like, do we really need 5 pages of descriptiveness for like? And I walked 30 for like 30 seconds worth of time. We don't need 5 pages of descriptive narrative, but it's fine. The story's good, though. I guess the other thing that's a little bit funny is the words for the conversations with the younger 20-something young ladies is not really how young ladies talk. Oh, God. It's fine, though it is kind of oddly spooky reading that book, because it was written, I think, in 2011, like 10 years ago, more than 10 years ago. He wrote that one. With the current times, I was like, oh, interesting. But I think even though Castillo K is one of a series, we're gonna read the first one and then switch over to, what is it, Tudor? Blaine Pardoe book, who also, we read the first of his from the Land and Sea series, which, oh, that's great. Hey! Marines versus aliens. Yep, no, that's kind of what those series are about. The mechs and the techs and Ura. Yeah. I thought it was fine. Dove's not he's more of a fantastical. He doesn't like sci-fi as much. Fantasy, fine. But yeah. So to have all of like the alien space creatures just wasn't his jam. But the other one, you're not in the chat. I know. There's too many other good things on. So much to watch. But yeah, the other Blaine Pardoe book is set in Oregon, and seems more no space aliens. No space alien crabs in now, so he's looking forward to it a little bit more. funny yesterday having an ear on to America's Untold Stories, listening to Growbeard talk about. Oh, I was telling you something. What was the Blaine Pardoe book that you want to read next?
Tenure.
Tenure.
What were you saying I don't like?
Space Alien Mech Tech.
I don't.
You put that face on camera. The way you said that was so good. Like
I don't. I don't like the space alien tech. I like sci-fi, but not when it's from former military authors, because then they just go into. That's why I like World War II video games and not the Mortal or all the super tech games where you have to upgrade so many millions of different firearms. I can't think of the word.
I know, I put you on the spot. The boy who can talk your ear off and say the same thing 500 gazillion times, thinking that he's telling you a different story, gets on camera and he gets tongue-tied. I got myself in trouble. No, I need a tea. It's gone. It's gone. Okay, never mind. Sorry, finding the balance. I get thirsty, but also I have to. Then I start to see yellow, and that's no fun either. Can you figure out where to put that rose that is in the blueberry patch? Because we don't need a rose in the blueberries.
Cream soda.
I don't really need the calories of a cream soda, but
That's kind of wide.
I just didn't want to run out. I was having hygrophobia. No, I wasn't afraid of water. No, that's hydro, not hy. Oh, damn it, Phoenix! You're pretending that you know some shit, and it just makes you sound big loops up there. Just get back to sounding. I mean, I guess I could have stitched the leaves and stems before I did this part, but I didn't, so I'll do it afterwards. Doesn't matter. I don't think the police are going to be like, Phoenix, you didn't follow the right order. I could be like, go fluff yourself. I made it. I'll make it my way. My way. My way. My way. Oh, actually, you know what, Meatloaf? No, it's 4:20, too close to dinner time. I was gonna say, if Hooray Frickers gets bored and comes back, that would give her snacks, but it's too close to dinner time. Stop. I can't believe. I wonder how long the microphone had, exploded before I realized that it's got some hanging out. That was embarrassing. What? You'll get there when you get there. The stitches are not going to go any faster on this machine. If you want to sew faster, you need to choose a different machine. Yeah, I'm trying not to stitch too fast or move the fabric too quickly. That's when it is more prone to pulling too much on the bobbin thread. Oh. Just has to look pretty-ish. Don't trap your shoulders. My shoulders, you're not doing handstands. Your shoulders should not be at your ear holes. Drop your shoulders, kid. Like super. Oh, so nice to sit with y'all and do all this fun stitching. Oops, you're super. We have critical stitches where they shouldn't be. Oh, maybe we'll just go down this square. I just got one little like square to go. Doing these swirlies on the blue makes me feel like being in the ocean. Oh, I want Arachne sea air. Tide pools, starfish, sea anemones. Yeah, so close as the crow flies. Don't be stuck where I don't want you to be stuck. No, just drive forward, please. You better. So better. So better, so better, so better. Now I'm just finagling it around. I see the end in sight and it's making me excited. Or the end of this section. Are we done yet? Still no. But I can't get to the next step until I finish this one. Slow down. Why are you making that nice stitches? Oh, I gotta wake up. I gotta drink this call and maybe I need some carnitine and creatine because I need to really pick some stuff up and put some stuff down today. And right now I am ready to just go into bed and throw the blankies over my head and just sleep. But yeah, it's not gonna work. I got to be strong for the zombie apocalypse. Actually, what I really need right now, even better than big muscles, is some cardio, because my cardio right now kind of is really not very good right now, I would say. I need to be just a little bit better prepared in that direction. As I've been told, you only have to be faster than the slow guy, and right now I'm afraid I would be the slow one. I don't care for that. Fortunately, I can do something about that. Right? Oh. What's touching? Yeah, I'm touching me where I don't want to be touching. Don't do that. Oh, it wasn't using the feed either, though. No, I can sew a little bit without looking. I do need two hands in. Or, I need my hands and my feet. I can't do this no hands. Not on this machine. Doing these stitches. Alright, next. No, it's cats running around distracting me because that's what you do when you're hypervigilant and hypersensitive. Phoenix, you gotta pay attention. Stop touching me. I'm like so, I see the end in sight for this portion and I want to be done, so like hands are trying to rush. And that always just slows me down. Hey, Brave Rivers! Oh, don't do that. Brave Rivers, why don't you... Here. I'm gonna buy your love. I'm gonna buy my love with snacks. Actually, I probably shouldn't put snacks on Mom's project. Let me just fold this up. You have to do it over here. Come on. All right, I made a space. Come on, Freya Free-Furs. Come on, I'll stop. Okay. I'm not looking. Not looking. Just have your snacks. Show everybody how cute you are, the elusive one. Okay, you were already on camera, so yeah. You go for Roofers. You do exist. There is a Freya Roofers. Not just me talking to the cat, who never wants to be on camera. Alright, see, Freya Roofers. Proof of felines. Hey Loki, are you gonna jump up here now too? Are your paws dirty? Here, come on, you were just outside. I don't want dirty paws on the project. Oh, she's gonna... Cat slobber on the sewing table. Come on, Loki. You're gonna come up and say hello, Joe? Hello. You gonna do it right meow, or are you just gonna make me look bad? Are you making me look bad again? Okay. I know it'll do it. I'll lay the project out. How much... Yeah. I just needed to say it. Just needed to say that I was going to lay it out. Oops, Phoebe and Mike can't run in again. I think she ate all the snacks up there. Yeah, show up. Look at how pretty you are. Who's the handsome, fluffy guy? I'm one handsome and fluffy guy. Hi. Are you gonna mesmer them? Go look in the camera with those beautiful blue eyes. Okay, thank you. Meow, see you later. Oh. Yes, okay, come on. You're done already. I know. Oh, I guess I could have covered up my hand so you didn't need to see where I got. Therapeutic bloodshed from cats. What else today? Oh, my brain. I have some cards of thicker weight Japanese threads. I think silk. I was contemplating trying some different knotting variations of Hosmalt. I didn't really want to cut those threads to make tassels, but if we made a continuous repeated knot motif to just use up an entire length, that could be fun because there's those different not like An example of a cut version in my head would be frog closures from some Asian Chinese style garb. Oh, well, I don't know what this has. The segue is terrible. So there was a biohazard, a biolab in Las Vegas. And the guy gets released out of custody. And this is not their first biolab. They had one in California that, if there's one, if there's two, there's probably at least I'd go out on a limb and guess add a 0, if not 2 zeros of biolabs in the US that we don't know about. And it was in an Airbnb, and from what I heard reported on the S2 Underground, that folks who've stayed at that B&B where this biohazard lab in Vegas is, like, nobody's been notified, or I guess it was alright that nobody was sick enough after being there that they thought to seek medical care, or maybe now that it's out and about that this thing happened, that they could be like, oh, maybe I should just get a good, make sure everything is okay. Yeah, I can't. Oh, that the judge just let him out. What? I'm just gonna try to. Oh, there we go. Free the stitch. I'm still not free. Don't be caught up in the trappings of the trapperies. Yeah, I don't know. I do know. I don't know. I do know, but I don't know. Okay. Fair enough, Phoenix. And in other news that so I guess Keir Starmer last year, earlier in the year, it's been a while. This is not current that the events happened. It's just they're now the BBC or whoever's finally sharing that these events happened. That I guess not allegedly a car that had been was license plated tagged to Keir Starmer, a residence of Keir Starmer's, current, former, those things I don't know. It's at least those two things. Set on fire, burglarized, vandalized, and there were some pictures of at least 3 of the alleged 5 perpetrators. They had they had a couple of very interesting features in common. High likelihood that, well, they really were Ukrainian, but likelihood of being male prostitutes also quite high. Yeah. What? Stop chewing your your cat tags. You need your cat tag because you tried to jump the fence. How dirty are your feet? Don't be doxing us. Don't be doxing us, cat. What the? What are you doing with your big butt? She ate all the snacks. You had plenty of snacks, and it's 10 minutes till dinner time. Or that allegedly that cock-a-doodle-doo alarm is going to go off. Yeah, so just curiouser and curiouser. Yeah. The hoopla of the stories of like, we want the old news, give us all the old news. But then there's the Buzzfield stuff that's going on right now, and folks are not up in arms about like the now stuff. The old stuff, not to say, I mean, the old stuff is the old stuff. That's from my understanding. The good stuff is actually at the Department of Treasury. Their files that were not included in all of these records releases. The DOJ stuff isn't even the half of it. Yeah, so yeah. The Smoke and Mirrors, Bread and Circus, and the... Are we really out of our topic already? I think we are. Are you done being outside, little dude? Are you done? Alright, hold on. That door better be closed. You better not be trying to trick me into taking your tags off. With the door still open. Come on, Pooper Duper. Yeah. Curiouser and curiouser. Actually, it's not. It's all just... Look over here, because you don't want to see the stuff we're actually hiding. And the one... And actually the part that I heard about, thought, no, it didn't really like completely fully register again until yesterday, was at least in the Epstein shit show, how the likelihood that more than an insignificant number of the victims managed to be groomed and used and abused, not just once, but once they became a little bit older, to be used as different useful tools in the recruitment process for the upcoming younger generations. Like that that saying that we knew about, like needing to break the cycles of generational violence and abuse. Yeah, some of these victims are probably not like keen on coming forward, because then their likelihood that they'd have, like, there's the first thing, and then there's the subsequent stuff. Who makes the best abusers? People who've been abused. Yeah, it's all sorts of fucked up, but still, yeah. Bossberg or whatever. Oh no, that's a judge. Relax. Okay, I can't talk about that anymore. I need to do Happy Stitches, and Mom doesn't want this in her quilt. Give me something happy. Oh, maybe the SWAT games, because you're gonna represent your country. You should be proud of your country and proud to be there representing. If you can't, let somebody else compete for your spot. Like, you're not entitled to your spot. You had to earn it. So go take up residency somewhere else and compete for the country you like better. I heard San Antonio's SWAT team did pretty good though. I've seen just bits and pieces. Hello, Mona. Welcome. Let me get back to something happier because we kind of felt in a shitty rabbit hole for a little bit there. But I hope you are good. I hope your Wednesday's good. I hope your making's good. I hope the weather's been good. I heard some places you went from like polar vortex to welcome to 70 degrees. They're threatening me with snow, which I wouldn't mind a little snow. I'll take it. Bring on the precipitation, because it doesn't feel like winter yet this year. At least the weather's good for making. Oh, that's right. There's never a bad time for me to want to make stuff. Loki. You've been so cute. Oh, hey, Trouble. Yeah, are you coming back? Are you gonna do it right now, or are you just gonna, like, do that thing? Okay. You're not silly, dude. Yeah, he's taken to walking on the treadle while I'm sitting here sometimes, because he walks on the treadle just to get from one side of the machine to the next side. Let's do a little something like this. Are you stuck somewhere? No. There. Where is life? Do. Bring on the snacks, 'cause I'm scared. I'm glad I've been using up these old Blinkies that I've had forever that they had giant holes and it's seen better days. So adding for art quilts, it has become, oh right, because I want to do another pair of quilted stays or like bodies, quilted bodies, and then a gambin? The quilted Under Armour layer under your chainmail plate, or I guess if you weren't cool enough, your leather. Okay. Here I was like, I don't think I'm going to make a gajillion projects this year, but now between all the sparkly things, all the different trims, actually I need to update my book. We haven't done any trims in a couple weeks, so we'll have to do some trim. Just as a investigational art historical stitching. Actually, we're making up bullshit now, because most of these techniques, they were woven or hand tied, so we're finding ways that to keep the aesthetics of these old types of trim alive in a way that I actually might enjoy making them. Because some of the techniques, like if I had to hand tie all those knots to get that little fly fringe style, I wouldn't do it. But to just cut the lengths and stitch them to ribbons on the sewing machine, or to just stitch the little parcels instead of having to knot them, Will do. Have done. We'll do some more. Alright, let's get this little square done. I might need to feed some kitties. Why do I keep defaulting to Nutcracker? It's like stuck in my Tchaikovsky's living rent free in my brain. How dare he? Does that? I need to do that from student. I'm gonna like stitch off. It's trying to get this stitched off. Yeah, we are ultra good speakers of English. Oh, because your fabric is touching your spool again, Phoenix, and hold out the bottom binder. Hold on, now you're stitching too fast. You have to remember, move your feet slower, push your hands faster. Just a little bit. I'm going to take this last pin out. And I'm not worried that the fabric is puckery in places and things got jimmer-jammered and funny, and I've used 4 different threads for the top quilting of this. It doesn't matter. I've had fun. The Mummers is gonna enjoy it. That's all that matters. Yeah, so maybe I will get back into my habits from last year that will dedicate Saturdays to art stitching so we can get this necklace done. I might need to just do like a couple of marathon days. I just kind of want to get that finished because it's been lingering for too long. My unfinished projects. Then we can get back to selfish stitching and little sweater things. Or cook it up in my head bowl. These flowers, after we cut the fabric apart with the Phoenix reverse twister sinister tool, so funny, the shapes that came out. What? Oh, you scared yourself, Loki. You dropped your toys overboard. I know, just a few more minutes. It's almost time, sweet fluff, to have some more food again. You gotta wait for your chickens. Or your rooster, the cockerels. I can't spit out the words. Trying so hard to not need to. Phoenix, it's not a flex to just not lift the presser foot. It's better practice to show folks. Just lift the presser foot. It's a-okay. And my goodness. Oh, but do check that we're not touching our schools right yet. Oh, I think I'm going to review that sourdough corn dog recipe for dinner. I'm getting hungry. I know somebody's just got some meat, logs of meat in the freezer, in the fridge, and the blog could use a feeding, which means I should take off some of the extra. Okay, I'll peruse these recipes and see if we're gonna have bougie sourdough corn dogs and onion rings. I'll have to look at these recipes. I know what my stomach says. It seems like the batter should be of similar consistency, so I just need to make sure, because there's going to be no deep frying, and my thighs can't handle that much fat. Oh, my cute clothes to fit, not my back clothes. I know, just a few more minutes. If I could figure out, should we read Tiny? I have to look up how to do it. We're such bad readers. Not bad, I just... Again, I don't think I can do it at a studio, can I? I have to go to... backslash... Tiny Pieces. I know, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be something when there's enough crafters that we could just go from one crafter to the next? Oh, Allie, you were snoozing and you missed most. Oh, well, we've been here. I haven't been that exciting. Oh my god, I do feel that horrible tragedy up in PC yesterday. That's alright. I know that the sweet sounds of the sewing machine just puts you to sleep. When Phoenix can shut up from babbling, the machine is just so soothing and comforting to the ears and the nervous system. I hope you've been okay. Things just are something. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna finish this square and fit. It's the last thing I sew today, which it will be. Yeah, just trying to plow through the last of this quilting here. Oh, Ellie says hello to you also, dear. Oh yeah, he's sneaking around getting the cats their dinner time, because I usually do dinner, but I'm here with y'all right now. I'm right meow with you. Oh, is it? Actually, I saw this. I can't take credit for it, but there was a meme, a picture with words that was saying that they would. Oh, Phoenix, are you gonna be able to get this out right? Oh, why don't you sing over here, dude? No. Um, no, I'm gonna have to look it up so I can get it out right because it was funny and I don't wanna fluff it up. And I could get the gist of it, but do you hear this shit? Yeah. Just gotta wait because Freya Rivers gets her food first. Are you gonna yell? And we get into his crate, turn around. Yeah, we heard you guys singing. Okay.
Come on, not that.
And then Loki's doing his. Yes, yeah. The boys have got hollow tails for sure. Welcome to the Hollow Tail Felines. We're perfectly hungry 20 hours out of the day. Okay. Those silly boys. I'm just getting stuck. Stuck in my stitches again. We're down to this last. Very center of the quilt, the most fiddly and funny that we're just gonna like shove pieces in until they're kind of flat. I guess maybe this is why you should start in the middle and work outwards, because then the periphery gets the funny business. But I stuffed it all into the center because I'm not a quilter. I don't know what I'm doing. Here we are. Oh, Ellie. We do need. How are we just gonna come? I support Ellie as the first illegal alien president of the United Canadas. Oh my god, those platforms. A pot. A pot with every chicken. Sewing machine for all. Oh, but yeah. Pinterest knows how to feed me funny things. They've been feeding me jumpsuits right now, and I was thinking the solution that I have to flight suits, jumpsuits, and similar type things. What if we put in a zipper on the inseam? Maybe 2 zippers and a snap to hold them together. So if you need to, you can just real quick unsnap, unzip, and go about your business without having to undo from the top. Just, yeah. So I think I might try that, some variation of that. See how the companion slogans stick. Yes. Exactly. They stick better to my ability for unification than spaghetti to a wall. Plus, I am going to continue to raise stink for the metric system because Imperial units, though I default to using them because they're readily available, make no sense and they're kind of dumb. Versus metric, just so sensical, so not having to think so hard about conversions. It's the lazy person's measurement unit. You want to increase time for other things and increase your laziness coefficient? Choose metric today. Just move decimal points. Who needs quarters, sixteenths, eighths of an inch when you can just go 10, 1. Just make it easy. Oh, Allie, a flight suit with a back flap like the olden days. We can do a back. Yeah, let's do 2. We could do a back flap also, because that's really all. Yeah. As I Phoenix pantomiming using a back flap. Yes. Yeah, I think so because that makes so much sense. The back flap, or actually the back, and easier, quick release buttons, or actually maybe that sounds like a job for poppers. Because having to do the zips on the inseam, that just seems bulky. And heaven forbid you have a zipper afraid of heights on your inseam. That's not for the kids show. Oh, that's right. We don't do a kids show right now. Oh, are they? It's tapping season. Is it? Oh, maple tapping. Maple syrup time. Again. Maple syrup. Why am I singing the Ode to Maple Syrup? Because I am. The old timers knew what they were doing. Yeah, they did, Allie. They knew better, and things made Things made sense differently. So, yep, screw zippers. Flapjack on my fan. Oh, we're going from maple syrup to butt flaps on jumpsuits. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. Jumpsuit with butt flap. Ladies land army pants so that I can wear my boots with your long socks and have everything protected. Because I know they say you're not supposed to wear shorts, not a good idea. But if your boots come up to if there's no leg showing, is that quasi-acceptable versus we're not doing the Rhodesian short shorts? I just don't want all that bulk in my long boots sometimes. All the time. The best way to protect against fleas and ticks is to have no part of your leg showing where they can crawl it. So if you got to stick everything into your boot and then zip up your knee-high boot, to just have a super long sock and then the short pant that ends just inside the boot cuff, like the Jodhpurs or those ladies. The lady land army pants. Are they pants? Are they shorts? It doesn't matter. But then if we do pockets like cargo short, that's what they need. The ladies land army pants, what they don't have is pockets, like cargo pants do. But there's enough. Why, Ellie? If things are better, why didn't they put a plethora of pockets? Or was that just because of rationing and they would have? I could have used more material. Am I stuck somewhere? No, I'm only stuck in my brain. Okay, we're down to just this little 8 by 8 square, not even. Stitch it. Do, 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 do. That was just the bulk being funny. I'm gonna have some fun doing some sketching. I'm gonna need to dump out all my fabric and do a shop my stash. Not all my fabric, but the stuff that's not on rolls. Because I know what my rolls are. I guess we could do a practice of those polys that I don't love, but then we could have a brown pair. Okay. Do. Oh, let's see here, Alia. Right. Allie said Amelia Earhart wore cargo pants with pockets, sort of like the Ronald McDonald pants or long boots too, if you remember. Okay, yeah, that's because yes. Because it's not impossible to stuff your pant leg into your boot for protective purposes, but there is at some point a maximal width depending on the material. I can't have super flared legs with lots of zippers stuffed into my boots because, well, I could if my boots had laces, but they've got zippers, my knee-high ones. And I think I'd max out the zipper capacity. But yeah, I've just been tinkering around with some ideas and designs right now. Like so mummerly. So for mom, I've got to get stuff because a sibling had a birthday the other day and I didn't send them any presents yet either. Maybe I'll just collect an entire giant box of presents for the other coast, and then they can just, when everybody gets together, they can just distribute them rather than me being a good sibling and kid and having everything on like the particular days. Oops. Ooh. Stuck in the tension discs. Alright, let's get rethreaded for the home stretch of this portion of this project. Yeah, because I think I'd have a hard time with stuffing. How did they I'm going to have to go back and look at pictures from the time period. For the riding skirts, like the Western riding skirts, where they would have had boots with a heel for the stirrups, did they shove their pants into their boots, or did they have the boots under? I don't know how you stuff that much fabric from that type of a split riding skirt into a boot. Unless I go back to, there might be some hope in holy heck if the boot had laces, but you had a greater flexibility in the width of boot for the girth of all of that fabric. I'll have to go back and look. So many ideas. Why can't we just sit and design and sew all the time? We could do more, but I have to get the bills paid. Oh, yes, The pant prevents chafing from inside the boot. Form fit. Yeah, right. That's what I was thinking too. Like you need that protection. Sometimes, at least in modern day, I'm gonna have to knit some thigh-high long stocking socks. Another pair or two. Because long boots, you need long socks. You're gonna scratch your nails some more. You're the reason. Or is it Loki that you guys? Cats wanted bloodshed today. Allie, Cody, Wyoming has the collection for of that shooting women. They have written on this from that museum. All right, let me. Where's my writing utensil? Where's my pencil? All right. Oh, that's right. I've got it here on the screen. K Wyoming. Is it Katie? Cody? Phoenix. All right. Okay. I'm gonna look that up because yeah, I am intrigued, falling down rabbit holes of historical times and just thinking about what would have been in Oregon. Thank you, Allie. So much stuff to look up. So many rabbit holes of sewing and making. Keeps me out of trouble. That's what I tell my mother. Actually, I should show her some pictures, send some more pictures. Yeah, I saw somebody is auctioning off a prostitute scissors. They're already at the auction's not closed and they're at $175. I'd like them, but I don't really need $175 antique scissors. Oh, Ellie, you can't remember her name. She was in the Annie Oakley. Oh, that musical. Annie Oakley was. She made all of her own clothes on the Domestic SS Singer MSC machine with their patterns. Oh my gosh. See, this is good stuff. I like the living history when there was sewing machines. Living history times where you had to do everything by hand. I'll just stick to costumes. But this is a time period where we can pretend to be slightly more accurate. Bring on the treadle! Yes. Oh, her costumes were amazing. And that musical was so good. I can do anything you can do better. I can do anything better than you. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, you can't. Yes, I can. Oh, and that's all I remember from that song. Maybe Dove and I should learn that one. He's not listening to me. Anything you can do, I can. He probably already knows all the words. Has he seen all the musicals? No, not necessarily. But has he memorized them from all of the records? I likelihood the answer to that question is yes. Actually, that wasn't a question. That was a statement. Oh, it's stuck. I just got a little bit more. Don't cause me guff for the end of the show. Oh, she was a spokesperson for the Domestic Sewing Machine Corp. Oh my gosh. Yeah, oh my god. This machine shoots so. Did she have a line something of along? Oh, Phoenix, just set the words out. The machine sews just as straight as I shoot. I'm gonna pretend. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna pretend that's what she said. that that was part of her copy. What an odd assortment, from Annie Oakley to old-fashioned butt-flap jumpsuits, all in one little show. See, the circus has everything. We've got cats, we've got costumes, we've got smoke, we've got mirrors. We've got a list of projects, 5 lifetimes long. I know, it writes itself. This machine, the stitches on this machine are just as fast as my draw or something. Oh, because of course we gotta have something about the straightness and the quickness. Never again will you be left hand stitching when you can draw your stitches so quick on the domestic. Oh man, Phoenix, I don't enjoy cosplaying this types of things, and now in my brain I'm like, do I want to pretend to be Annie Oakley? Are we gonna create a costume and pretend to do living history for Annie Oakley? I'm sure somebody's already doing it, but who cares? Phoenix, don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. I think we're gonna do this. Let the research and planning begin. Cute costumes, revolvers. What more could a girl ask for? Oh man. What a difference a stitch makes. Do, 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 do. So little sunshine. I didn't know there was this giant hoopla about the primary colors, whether they should really be, instead of blue, yellow, and red, it should be yellow, cyan, and magenta. Ooh. Oh no! But oh god, it's not going to happen anytime soon, but have just, for things like that, or arguments of pattern cutters versus pattern tracers. But I'm afraid, boys and girls, that the luxury of fighting and griping over such trivial things, or enjoy it while we can, because I don't know if it's going to last for that long. Enjoy bickering over the silly stuff while you can. I'm just trying to shove the blocks to get them stitched. Probably next time. Oh yeah, we've got that high one to do. Since I start pinning the quilt the block from the center, maybe we should start the quilting from the center so that that part lays flat and nice from the beginning. Oh, Allie, let's see here. What's the 22222? You are doing a project right now on a Singer model presentation machine for the NRA in the UK. Was the last year Wimbledon Wimbledon green for the competition and was second place for the MOP vertical shuttle too. Oh my goodness gracious. I feel like I need to read that again because I know there's greatness and nuance in that statement, and I can't read. Okay, let me try this again. Allie's working on a project right now on a Singer-made presentation machine for the NRA in the UK. Was the last year at Wimbledon Green for the competition and was for the second place prize of MOP vertical shuttle too. Sounds fabulous. You'll let us know the highlights when you can share what's not proprietary knowledge. So good. So many. And it's a fiddle. Oh, those fiddle-based machines are so beautiful. Is there an ugly sewing machine now? Like, really? They're like the last homely sewing machine. Actually, I take that back. There are. It's called these modern plastic pieces of trash. Those are kind of homely. Let's get back to making sewing machines look spectacular again. Oh, Ellie, a nice 1889 machine, very eye-catching, but you've got no pictures you could share. All right. Yes, okay. I know, sometimes things are proprietary, or there just are no pictures to be shared. It's okay. Just knowing that such a thing exists brings joy to my dark little heart. We're simple. No, we are not simply bustler stitches, though. Holy moly, we are stuck big time. Can you get unstuck yourself, Stitch? I need you to just slide off the foot. I don't really want to cut you. Come on. Don't make me cut you. Alright. Ooh, you are partnering with ISMAX, the Free Press, and the National Heritage on it. Wow! Oh man. Wow. No, I'm just making funny mouth noises. God. You, sir, are the only reason we stream to YouTube stuff. Your amazingness. Oh, you're worth it. You're worth it. Because you are simply the best. And I was thinking about the Jodhpurs are the cargo pants. I was like channeling my inner Allie, and I was like, Allie would say, you will make both of them, Phoenix. And here we are. We're going to do it. Oh, I am. Okay, don't be disappointed. You're learning, and you won't do it this time next time. I'm just smushing this last block into place to try to just get some stitches. That's so funny. This at the very end is like the worst stitching. Usually the worst stitching is at the beginning. Yeah, you are lucky you saw it from another member. Oh man. Very, very fortunate and awesome. Did I say, I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to the song from the Troubles. I didn't say it. I started, all right. We'll go full circle as I'm sewing the last little bit of stitches. I didn't know the song from the Irish Troubles called My Little Armalite, but yeah. Speaking of the UK, the Troubles, Firearms and the UK. Oh, you could identify it as a UK model. That's interesting. There was something distinctive about its shape or ornamentation that you were like, that's not North American. Yeah, interesting little ditty. And that somebody was making the joke that actually it wasn't really a joke. Their observation that with what's going on in Ireland right now, it's kind of been grumbling under the surface, but it appears that there may be a revival of the IRA, but with a new opponent. What interesting times. Ooh, Allie, the emblem was throwing off all the Americans. Figured you were like, I know that ornamentation. I've seen this before. So something so uncommon in this country, but with the right knowledge of the timing and manufacturing from other continents, it was like, I got this. You schooled them, Allie. This center spot is like so questionably horrible. Plus, all of the algorithms would give USA only info, right? Oh god, this is becoming an unintended consequence and side effect of all of this machine learning, that it only has shit to work with and has no critical thinking to. You're like, oh, you're in North America. Why would you want information from Europe? I don't know, maybe they did it better. Or differently. Yeah, funny. I'm not going to unpick and do all of this quilting, but I'm really not happy. Maybe I'll just do even big, right? Just so better done. Just do it. Just finish. Big stitches. Big motifs. Just chillax. It's okay. Yeah. Just kind of ready for the match to just set the hay pile on fire and just be done with it. Because it's coming. It just. I'm going to leave this chunky center. I'm going to trim this. I'm going to show this off. And then I'm going to eat some dinner. Or figure out what to cook. Quilting has been completed. Like, stand up. Show off the whole thing. Oh, don't get lipstick on the back. All quilted. So then all that's left for this is to stitch the rickrack, sew the leaf, sew the binding, and get it wrapped up and ready to post. All right. I know. Ta-da! Indeedy. Yeah. Not terrible. I'm not going to show off where I just finished stitching, where I hate it in the middle, because I know it's not really noticeable, or it doesn't matter. I'm not unpicking it, so it's not like I'm not going to bring attention to it. And the back's not terrible. I'm not afraid to show off the back. Is there some funny business? Yeah, absolutely. But it just looks like there's some extra dimension. Maybe I should start the quilting from the center outwards instead of from the outside inwards next time. But we learned something. All right, boys and girls, you've been great. I've had fun. We've got one more step done on a project. We learned something. We're going to review Annie Oakley's costumes. We're not going to get a domestic machine to really go full character on that, but I have seen some. But we're not. All right. You guys have been awesome. I'll be back Saturday, 12 p.m. and Sunday, 12 p.m. Pacific time, sewing something. Have fun. I am not that good at figuring out how to read. I think I know. I'll go check out Tiny Panda. Go check out William and Jess Leader on the YouTubes. Go do something. Go have fun. All right, I'm gonna hit the end show button because that's what I'm gonna do. All right, TT FN. Nope, we're having